A lot of families out there who don't believe boys should play girls' sports.
They're not boys. I'm not going to listen to transphobia at this table. I am not going to listen to you call a trans girl a boy.
Are you going to allow me to finish my explanation?
When you use a word that's a slur, I'm going to interrupt. That's not how it is. They're not.
Y'all, if this is not a prime example, a clear, precise example of the enemy of my enemy is my friend, I don't know what else is. Good day, everyone. I appreciate you guys all being here. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, and I am Ty Smith. I appreciate you all taking time out of your day to view my content. Make sure that if you are following me, that you're following me on the platform you see above and the ones below. Hitting this like button right here is how my content can be circulated to you and constantly recommended to you. And if and when you subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit this little bell button right there. That way you will be notified when I post a video. And you have to make sure that your settings in your phone settings, has to be turned with the notifications for YouTube needs to be turned on, okay? I know it's a lot, folks, but it just is what it is, okay? 440-something thousand people to this channel, which I'm grateful for, and yet 35,000 are the only ones that got their notifications turned on in their phone, okay? Guys, we got to talk about this because we see that things are starting to fall. You know, cabal is falling, and people are freaking out. These news networks that have pushed so much propaganda, so much sensationalism, so much lying rhetoric that they thought that they were going to win. They thought that they were going to win. They had no plan B for losing. That's why they are all freaking out and trying to look for who to blame, who to this, who to that. It was y'all. It was us. We never should. Oh, I think that they should have. The very people that they're trying to blame, they're not even looking at themselves. News networks, you guys are the ones to blame. You guys, as a matter of fact, I bet y'all won't even tell the truth of who y'all really want to blame. Because if you really want to blame someone specifically, blame the globalists that have y'all push this agenda. Blame the globalists that have you guys all saying the same thing. Blame your bosses who have you guys out here pushing this rhetoric. That's who you blame, but you can't say that because you don't want to lose your job. Y'all want to point to other people. Well, if they would have, no, bull crap. And what I'm loving about this, ladies and gentlemen, is that we get to see in real time these people are imploding on each other. They're freaking out because sanctity, normacy, common sense is about to return. And we already see things going around the world globally. Russia is like coming back saying, hey, we want the US dollar. Another country saying we want to get our propane, natural gas from the US. They already know what's about to happen. We are about to go into a golden era. God forbid anything happens before he gets inaugurated, or the remaining of his presidency post-inauguration. Anyway, I want to draw you guys' attention to this right here, because this right here is something that I think is absolutely beautiful, what you guys are about to see unfold. Now, because of the sake of some of you guys that like to watch things in its entirety first, then have me go back and talk through it, I'm going to do that for you guys. But let's watch this first, and then we'll go back through it.
There are a lot of families out there who don't believe boys should play girls' sports.
They're not boys. I'm not going to listen to transphobia at this table. I am not going to listen to you call a trans girl a boy.
Are you going to allow me to finish my explanation?
When you use a word that's a slur, I'm going to interrupt. That's not how it is. They're not boys. They're not boys. They're not playing girls' softball. I'm not going to sit there and listen to that.
Let's reset for a second because, look, this is a really heated issue, right? And Sharmichael, I know you. I know that you understand that people have different views on this. I think out of respect for Jay, like, let's try to talk about this in a way that is respectful.
Okay, so let me rephrase this since I'm being targeted here.
I don't. Just to be clear, you are not being targeted.
I am, but it's okay.
I'm specifically saying that I know that you are not intending to be transphobic.
He should know that I'm not. But he wants to sit here and
calling you transphobic. I'm saying you're using a phrase that you know.
So the way regular people interpret it,
that's not regular people. That's not regular people. There's no consensus that these are actually boys. This whole thing about trans girls is a canard. We're talking about a tiny, tiny sliver of the population.
That may be the
and we're
case,
using
but
that
my point in terms
to take
of
away
its
healthcare from
effectiveness.
thousands of people.
Hold on, just get to your point.
My point in terms of its effectiveness. Regular people with children look at these things and they say, you know what? This is a bit too far. I do not agree with this. I don't like this. I think Democrats are going way too much to the left on social issues. They're uncomfortable with it. A lot of people believe that. A lot of families believe that. You may disagree with that reality, but that's why Republicans kept running those ads over and over and over again, because they saw the metrics suggested that they were working.
In those ads over and over again and using rhetoric like you just used, saying this is boys playing girls sports. First of all, we're talking about 5 people in the entire country.
You would prefer?
We're talking about trans girls being allowed to play with the people who are in their gender. And if you don't believe, you don't have to listen to me. Listen to the American Medical Association, the American Psychological Association.
The American Medical Association.
This is not about the
Guys,
right?
just
This is about trying.
I think there are a lot.
Woo! Yeah, y'all can tell that I wanted to get into this so bad. Y'all can just tell that I'm ready to get into this. And I've been in trouble quite a few times. Well, not really in trouble. I've gotten more of a hey Ty, we love what you do, because the AMA came for me a few times, and they probably, I don't care. Some of y'all try to report me. Y'all try to come from my licenses in multiple states. Didn't work. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to do this.
A lot of families out there who don't believe boys should play girls sports.
Facts. Right there. Look what happens to the easily offended, want to be offended. I got to stand up and fake virtue signal for the people who have gender dysphoria.
They're not boys. I'm not going to listen to transphobia at this table. I am not.
He just lied. This man right here just lied. And at the same time, what are you going to, let me do something. Shout out to my guy Snowflake News. Make sure you guys go check him out on Instagram. He's been heavily suppressed, heavily shadow banned. But I want to draw your attention to this man. Now, what would happen right now that I just said that? Is he going to come after me because I said this man? I don't care, and I'm not supposed to care about how you think you are in regards to gender. But based off of the biology of what we know you are, I'm going to call you that. You are a man that believes that you are a woman. You are a boy that believes you are a girl. You are a girl that believes that your gender is a male. Period. That's it. You're not going to be able to switch the language up like that on me. It's not going to work on me. They've already tried it in multiple medical facilities. It did not work. Okay? Anyway, let's continue on.
I think there are a lot of families out there who don't believe boys should play girls sports.
They're not boys. I'm not going to listen to transphobia at this table. I am not.
See, that's what they do. I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to listen. I'm not. La, la, la. So you hate to have the truth brought to you. If you're not going to sit here and listen, leave. But I will get my point across. Sir, stop interrupting me. Let me talk. And after that, you can rebuttal what I'm saying. But as of right now, don't cut me off. Or, okay, what if I was to flip the rhetoric on you that you guys use all the time? Why are you white man trying to usurp your white supremacy and Lord and pretty much trying to overshadow my voice? Why are you trying to suppress a black voice, white man? See what I'm saying? I will use their rhetoric against them. This is the reason why they don't want me on these shows. Man, I wish I can go on here.
It's not the point that you call a trans girl a boy.
They are. They are biological boys that think that they are girls.
Allow me to finish my explanation.
When you use a word that's a slur, I'm going to interrupt.
When you use a word as a slur, I'm going to interrupt. No. You let me get my point across. See what I'm saying? No, white man. Quit trying to suppress a black man's voice, white man. You doing the very thing the white supremacy people all say that they want to do. Suppress a black voice. You doing the very thing that we are out here fighting for right now, sir, is the suppressing of our black voice. Quit trying to usurp your white supremacy upon my black voice, sir. Can you please stop? I'm feeling very unsafe right now because this white man is usurping his. See what I'm saying? These are games that I like to play right back at them when they do stuff like this. Then turn already. Oh, well, how dare I am not, sir. Are you being racist right now because you're trying to suppress a black man's voice? Because it seems that way, sir. Use their rhetoric against them, y'all. This is how this works.
That's not how it is.
Jay,
they're not boys. They're not boys. They're not.
Look at him. He said these are not boys. Sir, you are lying to these kids. And that's why I cannot wait when Trump implement that executive order that we're going to get this crazy bull crap out of our schools. We are not going to be teaching this stuff in our schools, having these little children in here whose brain are not even fully matured yet and making them think in this imaginary stuff of what they are when they actually are not. You will let these kids go in there acting like they are furries and all kinds of dumb stuff and not giving them the reality of what it is. That's absolutely ridiculous to me.
Playing girls softball. I'm not going to sit there and listen
for a
to
second because, look, this is a really heated issue, right? And Sharmichael, I know you. I know that you understand that people have different views on this. I think out of respect.
I don't like that. What do you mean out of respect? I can't state my, see this thing, that's right there. First Amendment right there. First Amendment. You're getting ready to tell me out of respect for this man's feelings, or out of respect for his ideology, out of respect for his own beliefs, I can't get my point across? I can't say anything? Tell me that's not right there going against the Constitution of that First Amendment. Because of how you feel, or because of you might get offended, I can't say what I'm going to say. Bull crap. I'm saying it.
For Jay, like, let's try to talk about this in a way that is respectful.
What? Okay. So now you saying let's talk about it in a way that's respectful. So are you implying that I'm being disrespectful? No, I'm saying my point. Period. Woo, that's why they don't like. I told you.
Okay, so let me rephrase this.
I wouldn't rephrase it. Say it the same way.
Since I'm being targeted here.
I don't.
There,
you're
no,
not.
no,
Just
it's
to be
okay.
clear, you are not being.
But
targeted.
I am. But it's okay.
I'm specifically
it's okay.
saying that I know that you are not intending to be transphobic.
He should.
Transphobic. So if that's the case, I can see what I'm saying. If you could come up and make anything up out of your mind with what this guy just did, the white man I'm referring to, I would have flamed him right then and there. Well, guess what? He's being blackphobic. He's being blackphobic and blackphobic voice. What do you mean? He is having phobia over allowing me to speak. That's blackphobia. Huh? How about we call it black articulation? Huh? How about we call it anti-black voices? How about we call it anti-black speech? I'll just make it up right there on the spot since he wants to do it. It's no goddamn on phobia because I'm about to say something that you disagree with. It's not a phobia. It's an opinion. And how you take it, that's on you. I guarantee you that man that's in there arguing right now, this white guy that's arguing right now, I bet you got a penis. I bet you stand up and pee, or you might be sitting down. Who knows? Come on, man. Stop the bull crap. Those are flat out realities. Those are truths.
Know that I'm not in. But he wants to sit here
I'm not
and
calling you
bloviate.
transphobic.
But I
I'm
want
saying
you
you're
to.
using a phrase
I want to
that
give you an
know.
opportunity.
So the way regular
That's
people
not-
interpret it,
that's not
which is why
regular
those
people.
Yeah, it
ads
is.
were
That's not
effective.
regular.
Yeah, it is. And we have spoken based off of our votes.
People. There's no consensus that these are actually boys. This whole thing about trans girls is a canard. We're talking about a tiny, tiny sliver of the population.
That may be the
and we're
case,
using
but
that
my point in
to
terms
take
of
away
its
healthcare from
effectiveness.
thousands
Just
of people.
hold on.
He said you're using that to take away health care to thousands of people. Are you out of your mind? You as a grown man, you got the chance to get where you are right now, have maturity, life experiences. I don't know if you're gay or straight. It does not even matter. But you might have, I would assume you've experienced sexual encounters with women or men, depending on what your lifestyle is, sir. But the point is, you got to do that. When you're maturing, while you're maturing, you're wanting to do something to kids who really cannot formulate a legit decision and don't even know what the ramifications of their future is going to be. But you are telling us that by you saying the things that we are saying right now in regards to these kids possibly getting their genitals mutilated, getting their sex changed, getting these surgeries, you're saying that we are stepping in the way of healthcare? No. Let them become grown adults, make their own adult decisions. That way they can have grown adult consequences and have to deal with those consequences as an adult. But to do that as a child, like right now, if your child sat there and thought that there was a goddamn on lion, how about you go put them in the goddamn on Serengeti? Go put them there with the lions in Africa and let them be with their kind. You won't do that. Why? Because the lion's gonna go, ooh, a free meal. Come on, man. We got to stop all this bull crap, man.
Just get to
This dude right here is the person that'll be the equivalent of somebody that just let this stuff go on because it's going to help out he might have a job in this. He might be an activist that's getting paid by these organizations that are corrupt, that's pushing this bull crap. He might be some type of ambassador to medical programs that wants him to keep on pushing it because it brings money into the medical organization. I know what I'm talking about. Let's keep going.
My point in terms of its effectiveness, regular people with children look at these things and they say, you know what, this is a bit too far. I do not agree with this. I don't like this. I think Democrats are going way too much to the left on social issues. They're uncomfortable with it. A lot of people believe that. A lot of families believe that. You may disagree with that reality, but that's why Republicans kept running those ads over and over and over again, because they saw the metrics suggested
And
that they were
lying
working.
in those ads over and over again. And
He said they lied in those ads, but at the same time, the metrics, like the black man just said, the metrics based off of what we Americans did shows we're not with it. We're not with it.
Using rhetoric like you just used, saying this is boys playing girls sports.
It is. It is. That's it. It is. Boy, Trump cannot come no time soon. I told y'all. When I told y'all, I said, boy, it's been like it's like a bittersweet type thing because I'm looking forward to the holidays. I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving. I'm looking forward to Christmas. I'm looking forward to New Year's. I feel like we getting that all in Trump. Like I do. But I'm ready for him to get in there and get ready to get in there and squash this stuff because, guys, when you swear a Hippocratic oath to do no harm, this is disgusting. And I know I gotten in trouble. Thank God I'm what's the word I want to use? I'm cordial with a lot of physicians that do surgeries like this. We don't talk really because this is horrible. It's a big, huge money bag grab, and you're going to have these patients for the rest of your life unless they delete themselves, which after they get surgeries like this, according to medical statistics, it increases by like 50 to 70%.
First of all, we're talking about 5 people in the entire country.
You would prefer?
We're talking about trans girls.
The fact that he has to ask, what language would you prefer? No. You say the language that you've been taught to speak, which is English. Say it how you want to. Use your own thinking. Use your own mind. Use your own perspective to get your point out. You don't have to say it based off of what they and how they want you to say it.
Being allowed to play
Playing.
with the people who are in their gender. And
okay, so then why aren't these men going and playing men's sports that's in their gender? It's only 2. You can disagree with that all you want to. There's 2. That's it. Why don't you see women going and trying to get into the NBA? Why don't you see women trying to go into NFL football teams? Why don't you see women trying to get in there and box with men right now? Why? But you see it the other way. Why are men getting into these spaces and doing this? Because they know, I don't care what you say. They know they're going to get in there and they're going to dominate.
And if you don't believe, you don't have to listen to me. Listen to the American Medical Association, the American Psychological Association.
The American Medical
But this is not about the
Guys,
right?
just
The reason why I want to jump in on this because I've been in trouble with this, and I told you guys in the video earlier. This is the reason why y'all don't hear me talk too much about medicine on my channel no more because I keep on getting hit with community strikes, and they keep me from posting. Everything I say has to line up with the WHO. But let me tell y'all something. Medicine is a business. It used to be to where, like when I got into school, you in there with the intentions of really want to help your fellow American brothers and sisters. And there are a lot of good doctors out there that are doing it right now. I got a lot of good friends out there that's doing big things right now. Shout out to the man who got me into the medical field himself, Dr. Wendell Becton. But listen to me. I'm trying to word this so they don't try to pop me. It's a business. It's a business, ladies and gentlemen. When you push these young kids at an early age to go and get these things done, when you encourage them to get these things done, they're not even fully mature yet, brain-wise. Most people, they say, it can be argued, but the general line when it comes to people maturing, they say by the age of 25, right? If you get these kids at an early age and these kids get pushed to do these gender affirmation surgeries, there's no reversing that, for one. Number 2, that is going to be a lifelong crackhead. And the reason why I'm using the word crackhead, because I grew up in the hood, I'm just telling y'all something. Whenever you get a crackhead hooked on drugs, you got them for the rest of their lives, unless by the grace of God, he intervenes and they get saved and God get them off of it. They get into a program and become clean. In this particular case, most of the time there is no getting clean. It's horrible. They most likely going to have to be on hormone pills. They're going to have to be taking antibiotics after they get these surgeries done for a long time. And they're going to have psychiatric help. So you're going to have to you're going to keep on seeing your doctor, cha-ching to your insurance. You're going to have to keep on seeing your psychotherapist, psychologist or psychiatrist. I'm sorry. That's what I was trying to say. To deal with your emotions, because you're going to be battling. You're going to have to deal with cleaning yourself. Your body is going to be fighting against the very medication they're putting in you. You're going to have to deal with the medication that you take, which are going to come with side effects of increasing your depression, increasing your self-deletion rate, organ failure, whether it's the liver, whether it's the kidneys, whether it's the pancreas, A lot of different things are going to happen. And then you will have to take medicine on top of that to kind of keep those things from going on, which means there's a high probability that you are going to need medicine for the rest of your life. And that is nothing but cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching for the health profession. Yes, I just said it. Go ahead and try to report me to the AMA. Do what you want to. Y'all tried it before. It's not going to work. What I just said does not express the views of the American Medical Association. It doesn't express the views of them at all. Plain and simple. Make sure y'all abide by what the WHO says, and make sure y'all abide by what the AMA says. Make sure y'all abide by what a lot of those CDC and organizations like that say about what you should do and what you ought to do.
This is about trying.
I think there are a lot.
Okay. So that was the end of that right there. I just want to show you guys that because, like I say, you can see that this is completely imploding on them and is going to backfire. And what we don't do, we seem like we're not taking real thought into the ramifications this is going to have on our children. You're going to see a mental health crisis that y'all, we already seen it over these past 4 years. You see mental health crisis just completely spike. And if there's anybody that's going to be getting those things done right now, you really need to think about your child. Your child, you do this to them, they're going to mature one day and they're going to know what you did to them and they had no choice in it because they were a kid. They're going to mature and realize what you did to them and you might lose that child. They're not going to let it go out there in the news right now, but there are stories out there of these children that these parents did this to them. The children came back when they were full adults. They sued the parents. Some of them off the parents. Think about your children's future. Think about their future. Let them make these decisions when they become adults. You're not letting them drive right now. Huh? We call it pedophilia. Why aren't you letting your child, who might be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years, why aren't you encouraging them to go and sleep with a grown man, to go sleep with a grown woman? Why? But yet you will let them make the decision. Yet you agree to have them have themselves. Anyway, y'all, I'm done with this. This is easy. We shouldn't even be talking about this right now. This is sad that people actually are arguing. That's crazy. Let me know what you guys all think by putting it in the comments after this video. Do not forget to do what you guys see in that cloud right there, if you would, please. All right. The next video that I will do in chronological order is most likely going to be up here. Things that I do as a variety on my channel will be right here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.